just few minutes to talk about the few webinar which is coming from you. Just one liner about what that webinar is going to be about.
Okay. The first webinar I have been doing is titled as Rahu is like Shani. Rahu is SHANIVAT. That is the dictum, that Rahu SHANIVAT. So I am questioning this dictum, whether this dictum is correct or there are other meanings to this, or there are some discrepancies in this. You know, every dictum has a context. And if you take it away from that context, the dictum may even be turned around. It may be overturned completely. So I am bringing some very interesting features of Rahu into picture, which are very different from Saturn. So that is why I have titled it as, is Rahu SHANIVAT really? So people who may have stopped looking at Rahu as more than SHANIVAT, for them it would be a thought-provoking webinar. And then the other webinar is on how's your day today. So there I will be talking about two techniques, because you know what you read in newspapers, how's your day today, that is extremely generalized because they don't have your data. And in a newspaper, it can only go by the sun sign. There is no other way that they can do it. But a lot of people believe, who are outside the circle of astrology, that actually astrology is meant to just tell them how's your week today, how's your day today, how's your week today, how's your week going to be, how would be the month and how would be the year. Of course, that's a very small fraction of what astrology can do overall. So, but this is also often a question, how's my day today? You can do it yourself or you can do it for your client if it's a very important day for him or her. So I will be discussing a few techniques as to how to figure out how's your day today. And there we will also talk about Ashtakavarga. So those who would like to brush up their Ashtakavarga, if they have studied it earlier, that would be good.
And then with Vinayji, the Nakshatra classes which is coming up.
Yeah, after that there is a series of webinars where we will be taking up the overall topic of nakshatras. So I would certainly go beyond the general understanding of people. Whenever you think of a nakshatra, you straight away go to its lord. If the ascendant is in Dhanishta, you straight away go to Mars and don't even think of what Dhanishta could actually be about. So we are going to talk about individually what is the real meaning of the nakshatra, how does it behave, what are its characteristics, and how we can integrate it in our chart analysis. Today, what we have done in the chart using the nakshatras is just the tip of the iceberg, when we can do, whereas we can do a lot more with the nakshatras. So for that, we will have to learn each nakshatra individually, independently, as well as collectively, and as well as in different groups. There are many different groups that can be formed with the 27 nakshatras. So we will be talking about what is common between them, what is different between them, what is the difference between them, and things like that. And we hope by the end of the nakshatra seminar, you should be quite knowledgeable about nakshatras and how to use them. especially if you would keep practicing along with the. So those who are attending that webinar, I would suggest that you brush up your memory space for knowing the sequence of nakshatras, at what degree, which nakshatra stars, who is the lord of the nakshatra, and things like that. The basic things which you have to memorize, and there is no escape from memorizing them. So that we would be starting 15 days later. So during these 15 days, it would be good to brush that up. And for those for whom it is entirely new, it would be best that you memorize them. Whether you understand them or not, you memorize them. Because the understanding would be the job of the webinar.